Good afternoon. That's a good greeting. I'm Phil Rosenfeld, now the Acting General Counsel for the department. I was hoping for a standing ovation, but that's true. And I have had the pleasure, the honor, and the privilege to serve with all of you in the department as the acting secretary for a couple of weeks. Actually, 2 weeks, 3 days, 5, but who's counting? When I came to the department or its predecessor just a few years ago, well, maybe a little more than that, I was attracted to public service. I swore to uphold the Constitution, which is at the core of our government and the heart of our mission at the department. While education is not mentioned specifically in the Constitution, it's at the heart of the opportunity that the Constitution provides for our nation. Each day when we walk into LBJ or PCP or UCP, sorry for all the acronyms, or the regional offices, we are all guided by education's mission to promote student achievement and prepare for global competitiveness by fostering educational excellence and ensuring equal access. When many of us, the people on the stage, were asked to take on acting roles during a transition, we vowed to help make this a smooth and very successful transition, and to once again demonstrate the peaceful and effective continuity of our government. And I think with the help of the new members of our team, the beachhead team, the landing team, and all of the people that have been brought to the government new to the department, we have done a really good job of transition. And I'm proud of what all of the people on the stage have done and all of you out in the audience or watching on streaming. It has been truly a team effort, and we were proud to deliver on that promise. Last night, I had the honor of attending the swearing-in of Secretary DeVos, and I was inspired once again by the words of the oath of office and the commitment that I saw in our new Secretary's voice. Now, I've been through a number of transitions. I won't say how many. And what I've learned is each is different. Some are easier than others. Some are more complicated. Some are simpler. But all of them we have made ultimately work well. And with all of the people in the department and our new team, I am hopeful that this transition will be one of the most successful ones we've ever had. At the department, when we do transitions, we build on past successes when they continue to work for students. We look at new ways of doing things, new thinking. We take a step back and see whether there's a better way to do it from a different perspective. And sometimes we even change course. We are always nimble, innovative, thoughtful, creative, and open to new ideas. We listen well, and we always keep students in mind. And that has been the spirit that I have seen this transition working. Our mission is equity and opportunity. No student's rights are less important than another student's rights. All are equal, and all should receive a quality education. And every day I see in the people I meet coming to work, the meetings I attend, the conference calls I'm on, and all the work we do, that commitment flows throughout all of that work. And I'm proud to be a part of that work. Listening is at the heart of a smooth transition, listening to the views and recommendations of staff who have years of experience and people who are new to the government as well. The mix of experience, new ideas, and innovation is at the heart of education. Our work is not easy, but it's necessary. Some days it's hard and challenging, but we stay true to our mission and we succeed. And as we continue to fulfill our mission, there may be changes in how we get to where we want to go for students. There may even be mistakes and bumps along the road, and we will be nimble to identify those and correct them and always do our best work. From the lens of an acting secretary, which I have had the privilege to do for the last 2 weeks, and we won't mention hours and minutes, I now know better than ever that our success is tied to the hard work of each and every one of the people that work at the department. Our leadership through every individual that works here. I learned that there are so many things that go on that really rely on the teamwork of every office, and every office should be able to see themselves in that work. I wake up every day excited to come to work with all of you. And I always knew that the education department was the best place to work. Not to put a plug in, but now I really know why. Because working as acting secretary for just that brief time, I saw the work, I saw the people, I saw the commitment, and I also saw the people we serve together, the students, the parents, the families, the teachers, the school administrators. It is the new innovation, the ways that work well, and the ways to improve that keep us dedicated towards a higher calling. So here's to the work ahead with Secretary DeVos. Our mission and goals remain steadfast and fixed on helping individuals help themselves through education. We may get there in different ways, and all of it, I will be proud of the work we do, and I look forward to an exciting future. All of you here and in the 2 other buildings in DC and in the regions know that we can never abandon our constitutional pledge or our desire to serve all of our students and help them succeed. And on a personal note, I had the privilege of going on a tour of our 2 buildings outside of this in DC, PCB and UCP, again, sorry for the acronyms, walking with the secretary and meeting all of the employees in those buildings. And it was an incredible thing. I felt like I should be taking field trips like that all the time. And I walked around with the biggest smile I possibly could. And it reminded me the last time I had a smile like that is for one of my daughter's weddings when 2 families were coming together to merge as one. And I was so proud of them. And today, I was so proud of the 2 families coming together to form a better family of ed. Because we are family, we work together well, and I know with Secretary DeVos, it's going to be a great family together. So we are one team, and it gives me great pleasure and privilege to introduce the new secretary who will lead our team very, very well, Secretary DeVos. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. Thanks for gathering or for taking a few minutes to tune in from your offices around the department, and thank you for your welcome. I've been eager to get here and meet everyone, and as Phil said, we had a great tour this morning of the other two buildings, and I look forward to doing the same here this afternoon. I'm guessing you already know, but my name is Betsy, and I'm here with you, alongside you, to serve our nation's students. We here at the Department of Education are fortunate to join an incredible array of parents, teachers, educators, and school leaders to serve all of America's students. And it's such a pleasure to finally be here, and I'm really pleased that my husband Dick could join today too. He's been an amazing partner for nearly 38 years, and in the past weeks has been unfaltering in his support and encouragement. I'm so grateful for him and for my family. Thanks, hon. This is a humbling and exciting opportunity to serve. Let me start simply by saying thank you to each of you, those here in the department and those across the country who work to make education better. Let me specifically note and thank Phil Rosenfeld. You all know Phil, you just heard from him. I've quickly learned he's a well-respected and familiar face around here. And as he mentioned, his service predates the Department of Education. While Phil and I met just a short time ago, I know he has done an outstanding job as acting secretary. Phil was gracious enough to join me this morning, and I'm grateful for his steady leadership these past 2 weeks and that of the entire Department of Education transition team who've all joined on stage here. Let's thank all of them. The work of the department during this transition is a testament to Phil's selfless leadership and longstanding commitment to the department's mission. Again, thank you, Phil, and thank you, transition team. Americans have tremendous respect for all those within and outside of these walls who work to make more opportunity available through better education. So let's turn now to recent headlines. There's no need to pull any punches. For me personally, this confirmation process and the drama it engendered has been a bit of a bear. Yeah. In all seriousness, for many, the events of the last few weeks have likely raised more questions and spawned more confusion than they have brought light and clarity. So for starters, please know I'm a door-open type of person who listens and speaks. I'm here to serve with you. I'm committed to working with everyone and anyone from every corner of the country, from every walk of life, from every background, and with those who supported my nomination and those who did not, to protect, strengthen, and create new world-class education opportunities for America's students. Let's acknowledge, we've just come through one of the most bruising, divisive elections in modern times, and that's okay. We people are resilient. Often the morning and evening news cycles make it hard what might unite our nation. The rhetoric and the words can get hot and heated, and the animosity often seems unending. And that's okay too. People are passionate and moved by deeply held views. We are a pluralistic culture, and we must celebrate our differences. But all of us here can help bring unity by personally committing to being more open to and patient toward views different than our own. A key to our nation's unity and future is resident in the DNA of the Department of Education. It is in who we serve, the rising generation. Every child in America is born with innate curiosity, and each is brimming with potential. Sometimes as students, they gather in classrooms, sometimes in hallowed lecture halls, sometimes in their home classroom, or sometimes in nature itself. Some are non-traditional students. Some seem traditional, but each holds special, unique, and amazing promise. Together, we have a noble and confidential mission to serve. There is no greater achievement in the world than positively changing the life of a child by bending the arc or breaking the cycle through education. This is what motivates me. This is why education, as a lifelong pursuit, is my passion. And I know this is a passion we share. From students who may be struggling, to hardworking teachers who feel stifled, special needs students and families to whom we owe our full support, and leaders and administrators seeking clarity and evidence-based solutions, the department has a complex population to champion. Even though I'm a grandmother, since this is my first day, I know I'm the newbie and I have a lot to learn. I pledge to listen and learn from you and from stakeholders around our country. I hope to earn your trust and confidence as we work together. I firmly believe we can genuinely unite around a commitment to the rising generation. And let's make this deal. I will challenge all on how and why we've done things a certain way. But I will listen to each of you on your ideas for how we can do better for students. You are professionals whom I respect. In building strong teams, embracing diversity and inclusion are key elements for success. Diversity may be viewed as cliché, but I believe that getting to know, working with, befriending, and including people who are different from ourselves is enriching and expanding. And if we model it ourselves, how much easier will it be to encourage students to do the same? In addition to modeling inclusion and a love of lifelong learning, the department also has a unique role in protecting students. We believe students deserve learning environments that foster innovation and curiosity and are also free from harm. I'm committed to working with you to make this the case. The obstacles between our nation's students and their pursuit of excellence can all be overcome. They're human problems. All too often, adult issues can complicate and get in the way of a focus upon those we serve. The good news is we can all work together to find solutions and make them happen. I'm reminded of the ancient counsel to act justly, to love kindness, and to proceed with humility. No matter your outlook, I'm betting we can all agree that acting justly, being compassionate, and moving forward humbly on behalf of the future of our nation, America's students, is a good place to start. So I ask every educator, every parent, everyone involved in educating our nation's students, and all of us here, let us set aside any preconceived notions, and let's recognize that while we may have disagreements, we can and must come together, find common ground, and put the needs of students first. And when we do disagree, let's set an example by being sincere and honest, passionate but civil, while never losing sight of our shared mission. To everyone on this team, my challenge to you is simple. Think big, be bold, and act to serve students. And I will promise you this. Together, we will find new ways in which we can positively transform education. It's day one for me, but it's simply the next day in this department's history to pursue its mission. I'm ready to work with you. Let's get started. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We are off to a great start. Thanks.